Oh yeah, that's looking sexy. What's going on, party people? Welcome back to another video, and welcome back to the Anabolic Kitchen, where protein rules and everyone drools. But no, seriously guys, thanks for tuning in for your weekly dose of anabolic goodness. Man, you guys absolutely crushed on those peanut butter cups. Holy smokes, I'm gonna definitely have to do a 2.0 version on those peanut butter cups. I absolutely love the comments and the ideas that you guys have been throwing around, trying to find a better and a more anabolic macro breakdown. There were so many comments related to using peanut butter powder instead of regular natural peanut butter, and yes, of course you can use it. I'd imagine that you probably need a little bit more liquid to kind of give you that consistency that you're looking for to kind of help shape and mold and put them into the peanut butter cup shape. But I'm gonna have to do a 2.0 version and update you guys ASAP, so make sure to stay tuned. But if you've already tried making the peanut butter cup recipe with PB powder, go ahead and shoot in the comments below what your experience was like, what you thought about it, or maybe how it compared to the peanut butter cup recipe that we just launched last week. I know there's a ton of people who would be interested in hearing those experiences, so put them in the comments below and I myself will definitely take a look at it. And guys, before we go any further, I am absolutely loving the interaction, the ideas, the recommendations, the comments, the suggestions. Keep it coming, guys, because this is what it's all about. A community where we can share, create relationships, and build each other up to explore something new and come up with new recipes and meals that'll satisfy the beast inside you. And without further ado, today we're tackling the anabolic cheesecake. Now, traditionally, cheesecake has always been a high-fat and high-carb treat that just absolutely shows no mercy when it comes to your waistline. Now, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but when it comes to cheesecakes, I absolutely love fresh strawberry cheesecakes from the Cheesecake Factory. And it's packed with a measly 12 grams of protein.
Oh shit!
Now, a question to all my viewers, what's your favorite flavor when it comes to cheesecake? Let's take a look at what flavors you guys love, and who knows, maybe we'll see if we can recreate an anabolic version. All right, enough jibber jabbing. Kick up your feet, grab a drink or a beer, no one's judging, and let's see how we can turn this awesome dessert into a protein machine. Let's go. All right guys, so to start off, we're gonna need 155 grams of honey graham crackers. So this right now is 156, it's 9 full crackers. We're gonna go ahead and toss it into the Ninja just to help with making the process a little easier when it comes to creating crumbs. Or you can throw it into a bag, bludgeon it with a spoon, or maybe even a hammer. Having a bad day? There are no rules. So now that we've got the 155 grams of graham crackers crushed into crumbs, we're gonna go ahead and toss in the 60 grams of sugar-free maple syrup and get this mixture nice and blended well together. So we're gonna go ahead and mix this all up and get this so we can make this into a nice little crust. Oh, look at that. So now that we've got the graham crackers into a nice little ball, we're gonna go ahead and take our baking pan, hit this with some non-stick cooking spray. So we've got the crust in place, let's move on to the rest of the cheesecake. Now, next up, we're gonna go ahead and take 448 grams of fat-free cream cheese. Then next up, we're gonna go ahead and take 124 grams of a whey protein. Next up, we're gonna take 340 grams of a fat-free plain Greek yogurt. Then next up, we're gonna go ahead and take 30 grams of a 0-calorie sweetener. Let's make it snow. Then next up, we're gonna go ahead and do roughly 10 grams of a vanilla extract. So in this bowl, we've got all of the ingredients set according to Remington James's anabolic cheesecake. So here's what the mixture is looking like. We've still got some whey protein clumps in here. I'm not quite sure how this is gonna cook, but we're gonna go ahead and take this mixture, throw it into our baking dish. So we're ready to throw this baking pan right in the oven. We're gonna cook it for 30 minutes at 350. And then we're gonna take it down to 200 and then bake it for 50 to 60 minutes.
2,000 years later.
So the cheesecake is finally out of the oven. We're gonna go ahead and let this sit for a few minutes and then pop it into the fridge for 3 to 4 hours. Probably gonna let this sit overnight, to be honest, just because it's so late. And then tomorrow morning, we'll go ahead and do the actual review. At this point, the cheesecake smells absolutely delicious and I can't wait to get my hands on this.
Day 2.
It is officially the next day. This cheesecake has been sitting in the fridge for well over 8 hours. So cheesecake's definitely set. You guys know the deal. Let's get into the ratings, anabolics, taste, and craving. Started off, let's talk about the anabolics and what this cheesecake is gonna give you. Let's go ahead and show the total calories and the macro breakdown. We're looking at a total of 1,923 calories with the macro breakdown of 19 grams of fat and a whopping 218 grams of protein. Now talk about some gains, and 220 grams of carbs. Now that we took a look at the total macro and calorie breakdown for this cheesecake, let's go ahead and take a look at one slice of this awesome cheesecake and what that macro breakdown would look like. As a side note, this cheesecake can be sliced into however many slices you guys wish. Divide the total number of slices by the total calories, and that's what your calorie breakdown is going to be. So I just went ahead and cut up my cheesecake, and each slice will come out to approximately 144 grams in total weight. Now, what that means for total macro breakdown is a total of 240 calories with an all-time low of 2.3 grams of fat, protein at 30 grams, and carbs at 27 grams. Now, if you ask me, that's a pretty solid fat to protein ratio. Now, if you compare this single slice cheesecake to your average slice of cheesecake that weighs roughly about 125 grams in total weight, you're gonna get a macro breakdown of 401 total calories with an average fat content of 28 grams. So right off the bat, you can see there's a tremendous difference in terms of the fat and protein ratio. Now, when it comes to carbs, it's almost an equal 1-to-1, which, you know what, hey, at the end of the day, I'm willing to sacrifice my carbs for a good slice of cheesecake. So having heard the fat content, the protein content, and the carb content, we're gonna go ahead and rate this a solid 9. This cheesecake is pretty impressive so far with the macro breakdown and the total calorie breakdown in comparison to your average cheesecake. Now, you know what's next. Let's go into taste. The moment we've all been waiting for. This anabolic cheesecake is the original recipe from Remington James. For me, I love cheesecake with different toppings, dressings, syrups, just to give the flavor profile of the cheesecake some more life. So what I did was I created a strawberry reduction. It's super easy to do. Doesn't require a whole lot of effort. Now, for those of you who don't know what a reduction is, really it's all basically just taking fresh strawberries or frozen strawberries, taking a couple tablespoons of a low-calorie sweetener and some water, throwing it onto the stovetop, heating it up until it becomes a nice syrup. Here you can probably see the strawberry syrup. It almost comes out into a jam. But all you're basically doing is making sure to stir the water, the sugar, and the strawberries until all the water essentially evaporates and becomes this nice little mixture or a jam. Let's go ahead and dive in. Oh, that's looking real good. Thickness, the creaminess definitely comes through just from outer appearance. Moment of truth. Cheers, boys. Hot damn. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is an absolute winner. Banger of a recipe. All right, let's try it with the strawberry reduction. That, I want to just feed you guys through the camera. Let's see. Honestly, guys, this just might be my breakfast. Cheers. Oh, hot damn. I could eat this all day. All day. This cheesecake tastes absolutely amazing. So from a taste standpoint, you know that this definitely is a strong recipe. We're gonna go ahead and rank this as a 9. And guys, when it comes to adding a little bit of an added touch to enhance the flavor profile or just add a little pizzazz to the cheesecake, try the reduction. If you don't like strawberries, try it with blueberries. If you don't like blueberries, try it with pineapple. Whatever fruit floats your boat. Next up, craving. Is this gonna actually satisfy your craving for a cheesecake? Cupcake, what do you think? You bet. You definitely bet. Guys, this cheesecake will definitely satisfy your taste buds when you're craving a cheesecake. So we're gonna go ahead and rate this as an absolute 10 when we're talking about a macro-friendly anabolic cheesecake. Now, with an anabolic score of 9, a taste score of 9, and a craving score of 10, total rating comes out to a solid 9.3. Now, if you know me, there's only a handful of recipes so far that have been some solid winners, and this one definitely comes out on top. Even though it's not a 9.6 or a solid 10, I would highly recommend this recipe to anyone and everyone who is looking to really dig their teeth into a solid cheesecake. And hey, my overall thoughts, texture, consistency, flavor, definitely hit on point. There's a couple of options for you to kind of take this flavor profile up a notch a little bit. You could add a little bit more vanilla extract, add a little bit of a strawberry reduction to it, and then also maybe adding a little bit of low-calorie sweetener to graham cracker crust. But overall, definitely a very solid recipe. So I highly recommend you guys to check it out. Well guys, that does it for today's video, and appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out what this anabolic cheesecake is all about. And if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button. I know you'll enjoy the content and the videos that come out. And hey, who doesn't love an awesome recipe? And if you guys enjoyed the video, give this video a big fat thumbs up to let me know that you loved every gram of protein this video had to offer. But before we wrap it up, I just want to say that we got a ton more viewers to this channel within this past week. So I wanted to say what's up guys, and I can't wait to take you guys on this awesome ride for the best anabolic recipes and some awesome gains. But otherwise, thank you so much for the continued love and support. Let's keep this channel growing. Stay safe, stay swole, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.